pining for romance.
During
NS.
in the jungle.
That came true very strongly. Wow, this is a well-worn guitar.
This is my first guitar.
Hey!
Hi everyone, my name is Sherman Zhuo. I'm a Singaporean singer-songwriter, and today I have DPM, Josh and Shazza with me, and we're here to talk a bit about music.
First of all, thank you for having me here to talk to all of you.
Thank you for making me time.
Thank you for being here.
Music has always been a big part of my life from a very young age, so it's always good to talk to musicians and to see up-and-coming musical talents from Singapore.
Maybe I can start with myself first. I think I started out just singing to like TV dramas.
Oh.
Yeah, like when I was very young, then I hold like
Out of interest.
Yeah, out of interest, like cause just I like music. And then as I grew older, I did covers here and there.
Do you sing with a regular band or?
So at my bar gigs, when I first started out, it was playing and singing.
Okay.
But moving forward, I found myself more of like a vocalist. Yeah, I really feel a lot more comfortable without the instrument.
And now you're doing this full time?
Yes, now it's full time. It's been about 4 years, and I'm just very grateful that I'm able to do this full time. So what about yourself? Rock, paper, scissors?
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
So I started out singing because I watched Monsters Inc. I forgot what the credit song was, but
I know what you're talking about.
If I Were a Rich Man.
Yeah,
that one.
Yes,
Yes. So there was a song that was stuck in my head, and I just kept on singing it. And then my brother convinced my mom to make me go to singing classes because he just thought that my voice was good. I have a very supportive brother. He's
Older brother.
Yes, older brother. Then I did musical theater. I did the Sound of Music.
In Singapore?
Yes, in Singapore. I was
What part did you play?
Kurt Von Trapp.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, the young boy.
Yes. And that was a great experience for me. Then I got into middle school, and then that's when peer pressure got involved. There were a lot of people who made fun of certain individuals that would go to musical theater, especially if you were a guy. And so I think I gave into that, and but something inside of me still really wanted to do music, and so that's when I learned how to produce my own music.
But what an interesting journey, because out of quite adverse circumstances, you sort of broaden your skill set. And you became you learned how to produce, and that actually makes you a better musician today.
Yes.
In some ways, wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
And Shazza?
My turn. Okay, I can't remember when I started singing. I think there are videos of me as a 4-year-old singing to my family and stuff. So I think it's something that I've just always been very naturally drawn to. I grew up with a lot of music around me. My parents were very big music lovers. So you know how in the old CD booklets they had like, you can go and look at the lyrics. I used to do that a lot. And I think when I turned 11, around that time is when I started writing songs. I wrote my first song. It wasn't very good, but it was a story about it was like a breakup song. I don't know what I was talking about because I hadn't been through any breakup at that point. So I think most songs are love songs, right? Yeah. So I think I was very inspired by that. And the concept of being able to capture such complex emotions and tell such intricate stories in a matter of minutes with a song has always baffled me. And it has been one of my greatest joys trying to unpack that over the 12 years of doing this so far. And I've always known that music is what I want to do full time. But it's also the kind of thing where, when I tell people, then they're like, oh, you want to become a music teacher? I'm like, no. Like, there's always that misconception of, people tend to think that's not a good idea. But I've been blessed with a very supportive family and a very open-minded family that served me in helping me to believe more in myself.
Did you start writing lyrics first or music first? We said you started writing very young.
First,
so
yes.
it sounded like, because you said you focus on lyrics, so you started
lyrics,
focusing more on lyrics,
yeah,
right?
I think I've always had like lyrics bouncing around in my head growing up, I think it's always primarily on the words, and then the melody is what helps to bring that across.
That's very interesting.
Thank you.
So you're more a poet.
I suppose, if I can call myself that, yes.
So DBM, what about yourself? Like, because we know that you love music. How was your journey with music like?
For me, I suppose it started very young when my dad gave me a guitar. He had a friend who taught me. My parents would always have some old cassette tapes lying around and old record players. All the songs in the 50s, it was mostly Elvis Presley, Cliff Richard, that sort of thing. And like you, I would open up the album and then look at the lyrics and listen along the song with the lyrics. And then because I could play the guitar, I started trying to figure out the notes and trying to figure out the chords and play along with it. And there was no one to teach me. In those days, you didn't have YouTube. So I would go to the library, I would borrow books, I would borrow guitar magazines, and then I had to learn step by step.
By ear, by ear.
Was it audio?
Audio cassette.
wow.
I mean, partly by ear, because no one teaches you how to transcribe songs in the old days. There's nothing literally. So you just have to put the cassette tape on, play, listen, try to transcribe the notes, and then slowly get better at it. And it was a very painful process.
Sounds very tedious.
It sounds fun though.
enjoyable,
Yeah, it sounds enjoyable.
And, but
It
if
sounds
you get the right chords, you get the right notes, then you feel like
Yes.
it's an achievement.
It's always satisfying.
It's very satisfying. So I kept up with it. So I brought my guitar with me to college overseas, and it so happened that my roommate was a guitarist. He came in first day, cowboy hat, cowboy boots. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not sure how we're going to relate. I mean, far apart in cultures. But he brought the guitar with him. And immediately the first night we could jam together on the
That's so
blues.
nice. Oh my
And then we went out
great.
basking together, and we would play in open mic bars together. A lot of, I know a lot of musicians start off with doing covers, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, we all start out
We all
doing
start,
that.
yeah.
We love doing covers, and if you do it well, you do get a following. I mean, but then when you do your own song, not so easy to make a breakthrough, right? But this is actually, I think it's universal.
It is.
All right, since we're talking about own songs versus covers, I think we should promote some of the songs that you have written.
So the song that I'll be sharing with you guys, it's titled Hard to Let You Go. So I wrote this from a place of missing my late grandmother. Yeah, so I think back then when I was writing this song, the words like Everglow stuck on me. Yeah, and it was mainly inspired by Coldplay's Everglow. I think like that song just brought out certain feelings, and I want to encapsulate that feeling in my song. So for this song, Hard to Let You Go, it's, I guess you say it's like a way of saying that I miss her. If you don't mind, I would like to sing a bit for you guys.
I'd love to listen.
Okay.
从前是你把我捧在胸口，牵你的手就能够去抵抗整个宇宙，哪怕再多嘲讽也自由，所有伤痛哀求，你一个眼神就足够。以后你会逗留那座星球，是否能够再轻抚我额头 ？It's too hard to let you go. You should know you're my everglow.
Yeah, so that's Hard to Let You Go. Hope you guys like it.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
This has come out in an album, or it's just
So,
one of the singles that you've put out?
Yeah, so far it's one of the singles that I put out. I put it out last year, and it has received quite a bit of recognition.
Excellent.
Yeah,
And
so-
it's of course gone beyond Singapore. I'm sure the listeners.
Oh, yeah,
right,
definitely.
it's outside of Singapore, who are listening to who is
I
listening
would
to your music?
say, maybe more towards the Taiwanese.
Okay.
And we've got like Malaysians.
Okay,
But
yeah.
because I use a lot of TikTok for that song, I try to promote a lot.
Yes.
It's reached some like US audience even,
Oh.
like the Asians in US.
Yeah, excellent.
So-
And it's also the thing that I suppose all of you have to do nowadays when you promote a song, you also have to go on social media. Because you talked about TikTok, all of you are doing it.
Yes, I actually seen a lot of Josh's
Yeah,
TikTok.
Social
So maybe you
media
can share
king.
something about that.
Joshua is a social media king.
Yes, yes.
In this entire music process, 20% of it is the actual process of making the music, and then the remaining 80% is marketing.
Yeah.
I was in NS during the time, and I remember just posting three times a day. One video went viral of my song "Half of My Heart." That was actually my first attempt writing a ballad song at that period of time, I was thinking about my first love, especially during NS. You know,
Yes.
you just
Especially during
especially during NS, you get in your head and then in your emotions. Yeah, I remember writing some of half of my heart in the jungle, in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah.
My notepad just was like, will we go well here? That song really changed the trajectory of my career.
Excellent. Why don't you do that song that you
Yes.
just described for us?
Yes, I'll go ahead and try my best here.
Half of my heart is still there. I do what I can, but I'm scared. But you still remember, I swear. It's been too long now, even if I'm gone now. Half of my heart is still there. I do what I can, but I'm scared. But you still remember, I swear. It's been too long now, even if I'm gone now. Half of my heart is still there. There for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Beautiful. I like the music. That's what you put together.
Oh, yes.
The soundtrack, the
Yes.
music, and the layers in the music.
Yes.
That's how you start thinking about the song. As you
Yes,
said.
the exigence of the song creation is just the emotion.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
I
Right.
think
Yeah, first love.
yes,
And then
first love.
Pining for romance.
Yes, during
During
NS. in the jungle, in the middle of the jungle.
That came true very strongly.
The song that I'm going to be sharing today is it's actually one of the shorter ones that I've released. So I released this as an interlude on my album. I was going through a pretty difficult time emotionally with regards to matters of the heart, and I think I didn't really know what to do. I think I was actually planning to go for a run that day when I wrote it because I was just feeling very conflicted, and then the words started to come, and then I sat down and the song ripped out of me. And I wrote it in a matter of maybe half an hour to an hour, and it's also, I think, one of the songs that I'm proudest of. I shared it on my Instagram story, and quite a few people seem to like it. So I thought, okay, let me release it. And surprisingly, it's one of the best performing ones on my album. I will perform that for y'all today.
Let's
Yeah,
hear it.
but today I have my guitar.
Oh, cool.
Which is rare for me because I am not a guitarist in the least. Thank you so much.
Oh, this is a
yes.
well-worn guitar.
This is my first guitar.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is What Do I Know? That's what it's called. I hope y'all like it.
I'll leave it to God. I'll trust there's a plan, and I'll find ways to make me believe there's just some things I won't understand. I learned to let go. I pray that I do, and I'll steal my mind for the time I might find someone other than you. And it's never easy, it's breaking my heart, 'cause part of me still feels that one day I'll wake in your arms. And I'd like to believe there's a reason I've yet to let go. But then again, even so, really though, what do I know?
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. You could feel the emotions and the, as you say, the honesty
Thank you very much.
coming through. Did you perform that just like that, guitar and voice, or did you put it out on the single
Oh.
as a single with
No,
full
it's
music?
just guitar and
So you did it guitar
I
and
did it
voice.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's to be
Yes,
true and
exactly.
authentic.
Yeah, it felt like the right way to, and whenever I perform it like that as well. So yeah.
So it's exciting to hear from you, all your stories, and to see new, younger musicians coming up and really pursuing your aspirations and making a mark for yourselves, and also for the music scene in Singapore. And hopefully we will be able to inspire and get many more Singaporeans to listen to your music, get many more young people to pursue their aspirations too.
So thank you everyone for sharing. I'm just really happy to hear all these stories that you guys have shared. And once again, we will be seeing you guys for Making Waves Season 2 featuring Shazza and Josh. See you guys.
See you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.